There she is.
Yes, I remember you. Yes, I just said, oh.
Nobody got it because I put it in Nick Wilde. On the other side.
Thank you. Fantastic, thank you.
The mainstream media and black controllers to confusion. Legal conspiracy. However, this background other terms such as are used to muddy the waters and further confuse us. And as we know, the confused mind never takes action. But no matter what name you give it, the Contreras, start giving you an injection, you go and you hardly hear it on social media because we're in an echo chamber and we're censored. But it's true. Just look around you. We the people are waking up. I'm reminded of the famous quote, the revolution will not be televised. Whereas in fact, we are all witnessing a rising consciousness, where also the collective evolution of mankind will also be televised. The media will continue to take the position that the world
And it's climate change.
Yeah.
Under the guise of being green. This agenda is not about being green. It's about one thing: control. But behind the green mask, they will hide and again attempt to divide us. They see the world waking up, which is their biggest nightmare. So they are scrambling to keep their grip of control. Behind the green mask, they'll try to keep you in the dark. They try to make you think you're carbon, cows, and you are the problem. Behind the green mask, they'll try to have you thinking electric cars and ULEZ restrictions are the answer. Behind the green mask, they'll have you telling on your neighbor for taking a long hot shower. Behind the green mask, they'll attempt to restrict our travel. Even Michigan is trying to choose lockdown. They'll strip us of what freedom we still have and monitor us day and night and emit our carbon out. They'll block out our sun, even though as far as staying eating bugs instead of livestock is a more sustainable way of consuming protein. Behind the green mask, they'll have you thinking carbon around enemy, even the sun is the enemy. The sun is not your enemy. Those trying to trick you are your enemy. But the media keep many eyes blind to the world and blind to the lines in their skies. And the skies are in fact getting worse. The more they do the spraying, the worse and more volatile our weather gets. And then the more they can push their agenda onto those that are still sleeping. Problem, reaction, solution. We are stuck in a problem, reaction, solution paradigm. The real problem is geoengineering. The true solution, the real solution is to cease all geoengineering operations and to unplug your TV. They call it programming for a reason. We can make a difference on this issue by taking a stand, by showing the world we can see through the lies in our skies. If we pass this burden to the next generation, they won't have the same fight in them that we do, because they won't have the precious memories to hold on to of what it is we are fighting for. Their skies will already be so changed, they won't even know what a real sky looks like. We have got to open the minds of our children so that they can know the truth about geoengineering. It's a battle for their minds, and we must plant the seed of awareness so that they may see the truth in their skies. For those who can show awareness is paid, speak out and repent to see the truth in their hearts and minds, and not just those here today, but those around the world who learned how we gathered and saw what we did. The entire world is watching this one publicly forward.
169 years to the exact program.
The world is waiting for your reaction, and we are praying to fight what we did here. We are following your footsteps and rejecting the lies of the dictator.
Put it all together from chemtrails, injection, pandemic, attacks all the very things that I have spoken about.
As stewards of
warning about these things.
we must keep and hope alive.
We have been on
Remember the beautiful sky and lie, and pass on to our children the fight for truth, just as our ancestors passed it down to us. Every generation has a fight, and this, everyone, is our fight. We are the torch bearers when it comes to blue skies, and it is up to us what gets passed on. So we're going to do this every year. We're going to have annual solstice rallies. We're going to make it a worldwide event, and we're not going to stop until we can, stop the train. And it takes us to a beautiful sky. And white fluffy clouds. Although they're few and far between now. So the next time you see a beautiful blue sky, show someone. Use your voice. You don't have to just point out the chemtrails.
On the second coming,
Instead of doing it in fear, do it out of love. Show them the beautiful skies and remind them how few and far between those skies are. And then when the sky is a good pattern the following day, the sky is completely different. Point it out to us, because your voice matters. And we all play our part in this massive awakening of consciousness. And by honoring the truth in your heart, you can help the cause by just looking up and speaking up and being the change that this world needs. So please, in honor of truth, in honor of the children, in honor of our son, in honor of our ancestors, in honor of our grandchildren, Let's stand together to shine the light on the lives in our sky and keep hope alive as we make this an annual worldwide gathering. And let us not stop until we put an end to the spring. Thank you, everyone. I hope you're making some friends today. These are your allies. Look around you. Look to your left and right. These are your friends. These are your people. This is your tribe. Please, make some contacts, make some friends today. Next, we're going to do musicians, so don't leave. And then hopefully the weather holds up and we can all gather in the park and have some food and mingle and chill out. Appreciate it. Dad, you around? Darren?
And how 2,000 years ago, John was shown that America was going to form an image for Vatican.
So next we have the
This stuff.
And first he's going to say a few words. So let's give a round of applause to King Lion.
And the city of London because it was won by that was the London Stock Exchange and at the
all these companies shouldn't be really so I am in and correlated with diseases like Alzheimer's. Yeah. So if you recognize that there's a lot of people suddenly getting Alzheimer's, I think you're now going to connect the dots. Yeah. It also causes short-term memory, autism, thinking skills, and cognitive behavioral situations. Yeah. Solution, because I'm all about solutions. Yeah. So solution is about
actually, I think that I cut it off. Not here when I get home.
Same website. If you go on the homepage.
I don't have it here.
Barium is another causes a cardiovascular poison, nausea, difficulty in breathing, vomiting, irregular heartbeat, muscle weakness, tremors, paralysis, abdominal cramps, increase or decrease blood pressure, affects the brain and causes numbness around the face. This is barium. This is the stuff that we're breathing in people. Yeah. Solution. Cilantro. These are all herbs. Yeah? Cilantro, cholera, high fiber foods. Okay. The consumption of any fruits, high vegetables, whole grains, and drink a lot of okay, it causes it leads to kidney disease, causes bones to become weaker, lung damage, shortness of breath, chest pain, and muscle pain. The solution to that is zero. So, this is a carcinogenic in other words, well, because it causes cancer. So, high incidence of cancer right about now, going for a roof, as they say. Yeah, it affects humans, obviously, and animals. It causes cancers to the bone marrow, soft tissue, and bone. Compromises the immune system, disrupts the hormonal balance, manages causes and affects again, zero is always and applies to right, nano-caffeine, that's nano-caffeine. That's the ingredient as well. And research has identified the fungus in our air supply, and this fungus dramatically compromises the immune system by consuming the nutrients in the body, making the immune system weak and taking to repair and rebuild. Every system in our body has the ability to support itself by nutrients. If it doesn't have the nutrients, then the immune system is unable to deal with any kind of infection. This is why so many people are suffering with colds and flus and the dramatic rise in respiratory conditions. So, the solution is a herb called Jamaican pine needle. This was used also around the time of COVID. A lot of people found saw it on the internet, and they were having great success by using it. So that's Jamaican pine needle. There's a herb called cancer bush. It's also important to preventive life. Because these particles, because obviously they are right? These particles, you can't actually see them, but they come down in very finite pieces. And so they incorporate themselves into your bloodstream. Yeah. So oftentimes people say, oh, I feel tired and I got no energy and all of that. If you cleanse your blood, you'll find that your energy level steps back up. Yeah. That indicates that your blood is down. Aluminium and magnesium ions, they cause blood clots, making the platelets thick and sticky, and this also leads to stroke and heart attacks. Solution to this is ginger root, viola, oh yeah. Abstain, don't taste it. So if you cut yourself, you're going to clean out. So you don't do that. Right? Either you separate yourself from the
what is about building your business? Okay. Someone wants to hear this. Okay. We wouldn't do business, so we wouldn't sell anyway. And if the package that I gave you, if we charged you, say, £100, it won't be overcharging because the value in this is incalculable. It's incalculable. But the reason why we actually do it for free is, one, time is gone and people are not interested in truth. So we need to warn people while we still can. You've seen that censorship is growing. So at least we need to put the message out there. And these, unlike digital versions of them, these are immortal. So they can wipe it off. It's free on YouTube, by the way. Although we don't get it for free, printed. As you know, this costs. But on YouTube, it can be wiped off any moment. You've seen these things happening during COVID, censorship. So we need to put this in as many hands as possible because truth is precious. Jesus actually said in John chapter 8, verse 32, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. And wherever truth, unadulterated, is shared, freedom reigns. And when people lie, wherever there is deception, we go into prison. And right now, all that they are talking about, the chemtrails and the lies around them, is basically people trying to enslave people. And that was predicted over 2,000 years ago in the book of Revelation 13, where it talked about the fact that you will not be able to, I think it's 13 verse 16, you will not be able to buy or sell unless you receive a mark on your forehead or on your right hand. I won't go into the symbolism, but basically, if you don't follow their mandates, they will force you. And COVID was one such an illustration of that. Remember, no mask, no business, no job, no job.
I remember very well. Don't you worry.
Yeah, so that was a dry run. And according to them, even if you ask Klaus Schwab, he says you pay very little attention, and in his accent, to the threat. We were talking about cyber attacks.
Yeah.
That was the context. And he said COVID will look like a minor disturbance because all the systems will be affected. Your food delivery systems, your health systems, you name it. And that's what they are building. And ironically, for a man who is warning that, he's pushing people to the digital currencies. If he was a good man, he would be saying, let's keep some cash, just in case when it hits, then at least we can still trade in cash. But no, they don't want that. They're calling it public-private sector partnerships. That's why you find your councils here and even in America. And I'm sure in America they've been.
It's a
fear-based system, and also it's full of deception. Like I said, Jesus said, "You shall know truth, and truth sets free." Truth about these guys who set us free. I think I like the flyer for this event. It says, "Don't let chemtrails, the subject of chemtrails, go over your head." I like that. And it's a double whammy. It's saying, don't let it, go over your head, but also don't allow them to spray it over your head. I like that. But that's truth being spoken. And what I've noticed though, when truth is mentioned, when truth is said in whatever way, whether it's scientific truth, political truth, if it exists, and any other kind of truth, if it's objective truth, it only leads to one point. And I've seen this over the past 5 years. There are politicians, news anchors, and many activists who started by following truth about jabs and injections, about weather, about all these other things, even ULAs and all the climate agendas. And what they are coming to, their conclusion is they're all, some of them have become pastors, they are preaching. There's a guy, I'll call his name, Hugo Talks. He used to swear about it, and he was all about the New World Order and all that, and finding out. But now, all he talks about is the Bible. And in fact, there was a video that I would like to share with you. I can't remember what it was called, but I'll find it. Someone who stripped all the LLMs, the large language models, and he asked them the same question. Yeah, and he said, what is the truth? Who is the truth? And all of them, in fact, what he was doing is he was interrogating it, removed all prejudice, and they all came to one conclusion. They said they searched in mathematics, in science, in religion. That's what the instruction was, and he was forcing it and to speak the truth. And he said, "What's the axiom? What's the truth?" And they all said, "It is Christ." And then he was interrogating like a devil, playing devil's advocate on all of them. And all of them said, and he was asking, interrogating it, and he said, they've literally taken off all the guardrails. They were not supposed to say that, but the guardrails that they were put, because they are not supposed to talk about immoral absolutes or any absolutes at all. It's all about relativism. But because of the way he had framed these questions, they had no choice, because they had run all the mathematical calculations, all the historical basis, all the scientific basis. They said it is the Christ. And he's the truth. I'm the way, the truth, and the life. This book is based on the book of Revelation. Like I said, it was written 2,000 years ago. This book was written 169 years ago. The person who wrote it was the most uneducated person I've ever read from, third grader. When I was reading it 30 years ago, plus or minus, I thought, it's bonkers. How will they do it? And everything that she said is exactly what's happening right now.
Thank you so much.
The last 7 chapters are literally present. So,
Thank you so much.
cheers, brother. Cheers. Cheers.
My teacher, I'm a
You're doing a
therapist.
very
Yeah.
great
I work a
work.
lot. I have a holistic well-being center in Hagerstown,
Yeah.
in London.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to build it not just as a place for well-being for people, but also to talk about the truth. And,
Yeah, absolutely.
And I want to educate also young adults, like to do some free courses in the future.
This was yours.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Oh.
Oh, no, it's mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, the point is that what they're doing is it's all documented. And
It's
my,
documented.
My teacher, she's French.
Yeah.
She was one of my teachers, and she wrote many books about it.
Yeah.
30 years ago, she wrote this book
Yeah.
where she was saying exactly all these things that are happening today.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it's all documented in different sources by different
Amen.
things.
Amen.
Just that there is a sort of massive hypnosis or something
Yeah,
that people
yeah.
don't feel like seeing. They don't want to see the truth because it's also a bit like controversial to go. I think the authority, the government represents also the authority of our family.
So I know you want to have a chat. I want to make a donation. I don't go. I was told to see you. I want to make a donation.
Yeah.
How would I do
Is
it?
it digital or cash?
I've got a card with me. Unless you want me to do a bank transfer.
Bank transfer might be all right.
I'll let you carry on.
Thank you. A bank transfer might be all right.
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. Blessings. Thank you. Yeah. Brother, can I show you something as well? And this one, you will be censored on YouTube. So, do you know the company that was making the swabs during COVID?
Yeah?
Ipsos Mori, it's called. Ipsos Mori. Let me just look for a page. Let me try this one. And they are blocking it now. It's crazy. They are now putting
Go the other way, so
yeah, they are now putting sensors on it. But Ipsos Mori translate on Google. They are blocking it. As you can see, they are putting fake checkers. Yeah, but it simply translates. Ipsos is there in the Latin, and Mori die. They die. But I discovered one more yesterday, which is AstraZeneca.
This is the largest geoengineering rally ever. So far. Thank you. So here we have Suraj and Darren. They're of the Daz band. And if you haven't checked out the Light newspaper, it's a truth newspaper. We still have some copies up here. Darren was nice enough to let me be promoted in the June issue. That probably brought some of you out, saw my write-up in there promoting this event. But it's important that we have publications like this to raise the awareness and talk about things that won't be talked about in all the other media conglomerates that are all bought and sold, as we know. So it's important to support Daz. He's on Facebook. The Light newspaper has a website and the publication. And then as well, he's hosting the Light Festival just passed. Stand in the Light, when was that? It was the end of May of every year. So every year there's Stand in the Light Music Festival. And give him a round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Matt. Thank you so much for bringing us here today. Thank you all for coming. It was looking like a beautiful blue sky day. Of course, they like spoiling things for all ordinary people. Us, anti-vaxxers, anti-lockdown, anti-establishment, etc., etc. I'm really proud to be a rebel. They try to make us feel like, you know, it's wrong to notice that they spray the skies and to block out the sun, or that vaccines cause damage maiming and killing people, or that every single thing that they do is never ever for the common people. It's always for their benefit. Everything they do is inverted, and they want to make us feel like you're abnormal. You're not abnormal, they're abnormal. We're actually the normies. And it's definitely important to be proud of what you know, which is the truth. And eventually, because nobody goes back to sleep, and eventually, more and more people will wake up and we will be the majority. But carry yourselves, keep your head high, carry yourselves proud.
Yes, we need to look.
I can't wait that much longer. Pretty soon.
Dollars, the taxpayer dollars, there have been everything. Okay. Yeah. Hello. Sorry, technical glitch here. Hello, everyone. We have been here for a while. We came for an anti-geoengineering protest, and it's one of many different protests which we can actually put our weight behind, because we have been sprayed with all different kinds of chemicals for more than 30-40 years, and they have been intensified. It's all part of the system that they are building, the New World Order system. And I generally did not believe this until I did my own search, and it's clear that we are under attack. There is a total onslaught against people. So a lot of people have come, a lot of the speakers have come from even as far back as United States of America, and we have seen new faces and old faces, people we have seen in many different other protests. But at the moment, we are just here to give them the knowledge that they need. Everyone who've been looking for different kinds of, routes to truth, like i.e. the climate agenda, the spraying agenda, the injections and all that, is coming to the same conclusion that we all need God, the truth, the actual Christ. That's why he said, you shall know the truth and the truth shall make you free. And the inferences that the speakers have been making, fantastic, things that we've known for hundreds of years, they are talking about it. They are talking about country living right now. They were talking about country living and why we need to do that. And obviously, I quite like the flyer that said, do not let, what do you call it? Geoengineering go over your head. I thought that was very creative. And a lot of people are not realizing this. But like all things, happened even during COVID. The first started small. We started seeing people in tents, certain cities, until it became 2 million in one day in one place in London. And the more people know this, people will make a U-turn. Right now, there's an issue about free speech, and we have seen the government done a U-turn last week on even the issue about the rape gangs, for example. So we want to elevate truth and to denounce lies, to fight the darkness with light and overcome evil with good. And these people are looking for the truth. They are ready. Right now, they've been doing speeches and then there's a bit of music. I can hear myself think. But at the end of the day, when they leave, a lot of them have already gotten books. Some of them have gotten books from the past. But as they will be leaving, we'll be giving them books because we didn't want to disturb the proceedings. So we had a little break preparing for that. But very soon, all of them, hopefully those who have not had the books, will be having the books at some point. So yeah, it's a very good opportunity, and it's one, like I said, and I've been saying this, we go to many different crowds, but this is a good crowd to be in, because these people actually have got a very clear idea as to what's happening. So yeah, please subscribe to our channel and like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. But also, because we are doing this voluntarily, we're volunteering, we are going to need a lot of resources, financial resources. If you feel impressed to spread truth while we still can, please help us help God. You can donate to the cause. The details are on many of our videos, and you can get in touch. You've got a Facebook page, Lao Cry Ministries, and also this channel. So help us and help us help God, and you'll be helping yourself in return, because what goes around comes around. God will bless you in so marvelous ways. Support the work. Sorry, I can't hear myself think because I'm having to speak over the music, but all is good. God bless you.
Thank you, Talon. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We're going to continue giving out books. It's raining, but the work continues. Thank you for supporting. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and put your comments. Let us know where you are watching us from. Thank you so much. Those who have been praying for us, supporting, donating. Thank you, and hi to you all in the comment section. Thank you for your comments. We appreciate. God bless you. Happy Sabbath to you as we continue to pray for the work. The work continues, and it needs your support in prayers and otherwise. God bless you. Thank you.